Good morning and welcome in. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over an overview of what I think are going to be the most important topics of discussion here on this very early Friday morning, the last day of the trading week. And tonight, after about 6 p.m., well, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, after hours will close and we'll be in a thinly traded weekend as the normal stock trading or futures market will be closed until Sunday evening. So we'll have about a 48-hour stretch where things can get rather volatile, as thinly traded volume can actually move the price much more on the weekends. But it's always very exciting when we get to these points at the end of the week. And we'll take a look at the XRP price action as it's below 57 cents right now, staying above the 55.3, but below the 56.6, which is interesting. We haven't been able to show much buying pressure here this morning. Overnight, minor movements at best. We have what looks like could be a fake out reversal candle here as it's set up a little long here. If we do pull down here in the next 7 minutes, this kind of looks like a bearish setup here. It's not impossible to have a bullish push all the way up to 57.9. We need to have a close though on this 45-minute candle. Let's see what the hourly looks like in the 2 hourly. It's difficult. Still have to invalidate that death cross, but I could see if we got a little hot up to 57, 57.9 is going to be tough, I would say. I mean, maybe. Let's see. That 45 is what's intriguing me, though, because this 45 gives us a much closer interpretation. Right now, we're at 56.45. That's a good spot. If we closed at 56.45, it would be engulfing to the top side. This is just telling us we have to be careful because it's technically a bearish candle. There's too much pressure on the, there's too much upward pull, it looks like to me. Looks more like a gravestone, but we very well could pull up. Let's see at the end of this, because we'll still be doing this update in 5 minutes at 7:14 roughly. Let's see how this pulls. Let's see if we end up more towards 56.5 or closer down to 56.3. It's going to be a very, very, very important candle close here on the 45. So we got about 5 minutes left on that candle close, so we'll finish going through the introduction. We'll take a look at Bitcoin as it's pretty flat. It's only up about 0.27% to 59,517. We'll read this article as well. And it says XRP back above 57, but it's slightly below by about 0.5%. But it says even as Ripple traders take 8 million in profit. So there's profit taking on Thursday. 8.36 million in profits was sold. So even the ones in the money, some over $8 million in the money, those people were taking profit. So that shows another reason why we could have a bearish bias, especially if the ones in profit are selling and then they're going to look for a depreciation so they can buy it at a cheaper price. But sometimes it's optics. You just don't know. As we talked about yesterday, over 800 million XRP were withdrawn. We had a single whale that sent 100 and something million back at the exchange. So there's been a wide variety of activities, and it's just going to be a very interesting dynamic today. It really, really is. That's why I keep pointing out these different numbers. Make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this update. It'll allow more people to find our community and will be recommended, which means when you search YouTube, that you'll be able to find my content, whether you've ever watched it or not, and you can make an educated and informed decision whether or not you want to watch it. Came on a little earlier this morning because Julie's got a doctor's appointment. She's got to leave the house at 10, which means I have to do the update now. I need to shave and stuff, and then I'm going to go up to the gym, and I got to be back home by 9:45. So very early start to me this morning, which means you get an early start. So make sure to hit that like button, and we'll go over all this when I get back. If you're looking to trade XRP, video description below and our pinned comments. There's BITUNIX, which is my A1 lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the USA and worldwide. No VPN or KYC, or if you want to copy trade me, trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing, XRP, or many others. There's HOTCOIN in the video description below as well. You'd have to follow the exchange, or click on the link, download the app, or at least create an account, and then put money in the futures account. Go to CopyTrade, type in XRP Future MIL. There's 25 other people following. You can join along. We're up 235% right now on our $100 challenge, FYI. So make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 7:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, August 30th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, we got 2 minutes left in this 45-minute candle. It's something we studied on the open. Looks bearish. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to play out bearish. If we don't want this to be bearish, we want to get a candle closed up towards, it could still be bearish, but you want to get it up towards the 56.45 level, at least so you can have a bullish engulfing candle on the next 45. If we end up below 56.30 and we start rolling down towards 56.20, we're going to have a bearish engulfing candle. And the evidence in front of us is that more times than not, this will end up playing bearish in the 45 unless you get that bullish engulfing with a little bit of pressure at the back end, because there is a lot more wick pull up on the top side than the bottom, and that this shows a gravestone doji. And that's not me trying to push the price down, that's not me trying to manipulate the price down, that's not me trying to make you feel bad about XRP. That's just a simple observation I made, and I'm not biased bullish or bearish. I'm not married to any one asset, but what I am doing is I'm watching the actual appropriate formations, the appropriate setup of the candles, so that I can make an educated decision within my own self to know whether or not I think the market's going up or down for XRP, and in general whether or not I think the crypto market's in a deflationary period instead of inflationary, which means the price would be going down. So, and that doesn't mean they're deflationary tokens. I'm just saying in a deflationary sense, the price is being bid down. We've got gold, well, gold, I mean, gold's fighting strong. There's no other way I can put this. Gold's just fighting. Every single time it comes down, it just pulls itself back up, it looks like. Now, we still have this bearish engulfing candle we need to break back. But until we break 2,526, we're in a consolidatory zone. But it's showing a little bit of strength. A lot of strength, actually. DXY at 101.37 is very important because I think we could come up to this 102.18, as there was a fair value gap there because we just came down way too fast. So that's an area of concern for me to come up to get rejected. But gold's holding on rather impressively. 7:15, so that 45-minute candle is now closed. Ooh, it's a squeeze candle. These are the tricky ones. We didn't quite get enough pressure to make it a bearish engulfing to the downside, but we barely moved anywhere. We're getting rejected as of right now on the 20-day. Actually, I can't say we're getting rejected, but we are on the bottom side. But if we can get some pressure, we could make a push. You never know. You just got to be above that 56.40 area on the 20-day in the shorter time frame. Just we're being squeezed down right now, so we're gonna have to find some volume. Like even if we look overnight, what kind of volume portfolio are we looking at? Like let's look at the daily time frame even. Not the best looking candle there when you look at it at the daily. That's engulfing, but it tried to pull up, but still we're way down here. If we had a close down here, it would still start way down. It looks like, to me, if I'm being honest, it's like what I said yesterday. It looks like even if we're going to find this bounce back, we've got to somehow not just hit 55.3. We've got to come down here. We're going to want to hit somewhere around 54.7. See, this is the pain in the ass part. Because if this is going to end up playing out as a bullish Gartley, because right now it's not. Right now it's not. It's a consolidation that's ending right now. So, the last few days, it's hard to explain just how this pattern is setting up, but this is coming to an end now. One way or the other, good or bad, this little consolidation is ending. And right now it's showing us a death cross. It's showing us no volume portfolio. And we're below a very critical pivot point, which I'm going to put it to the FVG at 57.9 is perfect. That's where it came up and had to fill, and it did. So, this is your little short-term setup here. It's either we're going to break up or we're going to break down. And they're short-term moves, but that's how small and tight this range is now. So, we'll continue to monitor this as the day goes on. We need to get above like 56.50 to start pushing in a more bullish fashion to get over what was the previous 45. It's trying. The 3 hourly, we're trying to get over 56.57. I mean, it looks like 57 cents should be a retest today. Unless for some reason we fell down too quickly. 57 cents is supposed to be a retest today, so at least 57. But you know, you never know in a volatile move down, so pay attention to that. If we lose 53.3 cents, it's very bearish. We have a technical drop down to 49.8 or 49.6 if that confirmation is had. Right now, the signal being below 56.6 is that drop, but you need to confirm it with the loss of the 2018 resistance at support at 55.3 cents. Bitcoin real quick, and then we're going to get into the reading. Bitcoin's up 103 points at 59,464. It's very indecisive, just like XRP, but there is something to be said for the fact that if this doesn't reverse on us and we lose 58,693, this should come all the way back up to the 200-day at 60,500. Like, the fact that we held support overnight is a good sign. It's just, this is a little bullish. The entirety of the setup is not. Now, you could reverse this trajectory, but if we wanted it to be super bullish, we would have come down like that. See, it could still come down and do that. We wanted to see a pull back. Boom, 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 back out. Instead, we get boom, boom, boom. If it goes out here, that's going to end up playing out pretty bearish, I think. We've got a chance to really rectify this pattern. It's just, as of right now, we're doing the more consolidatory tone. And these consolidatory tones, if it breaks up, I mean, in time, you could look at that 67,720, but that's way up there. Right now, we're just looking at the 200-day. In the 30-minute time frame, we got to come up to 60,400 and retake that. So that's still 1,000 points over the top. So we've got some work to do today. And now let's do this reading because I got to get this update out because I'm very busy this morning. XRP back above 57 cents, even though it fell now below. It's around 56.5. So XRP traders have consistently taken profits on their holdings. In the last 2 weeks, per Santima data, once again, traders have grabbed 8.36 million in profit so far on Thursday. Typically, profit taking negatively influences the asset as it increases the selling pressure. So, let's see. Data from crypto intelligence tracker Sentiment shows that Ripple traders have taken 8.36 million in profit so far on Thursday, August 29. Profit taking in large volumes increases the volume of the asset in exchange wallet and increases the selling pressure on the asset. If traders continue profit taking in large volumes, XRP could slip lower. XRP average addresses increased by nearly 30% between August 25th and August 29th. Active addresses are up to nearly 20,000 at the time of writing. On-chain metrics show mixed signals as to where XRP is headed next. Higher activity is typically a sign of gains. However, combined with profit taking, XRP price could decline. Technical analysis, XRP could slip 9% and extend losses. XRP is in a multi-month downward trend. The altcoin could suffer a 9.23% decline and sweep liquidity at 51.9 cents, extending its losses. Relative Strength Index RSI reads 47.76 on the daily time frame. RSI is under the neutral level. A daily candlestick close above 60 cents could invalidate the bearish thesis. In that case, XRP could rally towards 66 cents. The 50% Fibonacci retracement level will decline from July 13th top of 93.8 to July 5th low of 38.2 cents. So I think that was a very quick way to look at some of the numbers. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index this morning is sitting at 34. So we're at 34 fear today, 29 fear yesterday, 34 fear last week, 61 greed last month, and we got up to 74 fear at the highest at the end of July. So that's where we stand this morning. Make sure to hit that like button. I'm going to release this because I'm short on time. And share this far and wide on social media. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it.